सर अच्छे से
हाँ।
सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है सर. The screen is blank, sir. It's gray in color. Yes, sir.
Okay. Right, boys. Yes. Now, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I can hear you, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Now,
Yes,
see here, as far as Hindi competition is concerned, what you should do, you should contact your concerned housemasters. Now, Vijayanagar housemaster, junior housemaster is Mayur sir, who is a Hindi teacher. Okay. And Oisla House, Raman sir, they have all made their own respective groups. Okay. Vadar House group is there.
Sir, Chalukya House, sir. Sir, Chalukya House.
Chalukya House.
Sir,
Don't worry.
Chalukya
Balkrishna
House,
sir.
sir.
Chalukya House,
sir.
Balkrishna sir.
Sir.
Balkrishna sir is the housemaster. You can contact Balkrishna sir. Okay. You can contact Balkrishna sir.
Sir,
So now
voice
I'm-
breaking, sir. Sir.
Okay.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
Okay.
House.
Right. Then in that case, what I'll do? Okay.
ADL house, sir.
Right.
Sir, please tell Chalukya House.
Okay. Now I think it will be clear because with video, so now video is off.
Sir, please tell
So since video is off, I think there won't be any problem now. I think you are able to see. Yes, hear me clearly. Are you
Sir,
able to
you
hear me?
tell the voice ahead, sir.
Oisla House,
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir.
Raman sir.
Yes, sir, your voice is breaking, sir. Sir, your voice is breaking, sir.
My voice is breaking. Okay. Okay.
Sir,
Yes. Yes,
ADL,
maybe.
sir. ADL house.
Sir,
Huh?
for Adil sir's house, I think, yes, sir, Hiramat sir.
Right. Yes, I very much, sir. He is this one. Okay. I will go to the lesson now. Right. I'm just waiting for others to join
Yes, sir.
so that
Yes, sir.
yes, if they join, then we can carry on with this. Okay. Yes, some boys.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Chalukya House.
Okay.
Sir, ADL house. Vijayanagar.
Sir, please tell Chalukya.
House.
Which house you tell me?
ADL.
ADL is Adil Shah house. ADL is Adil Shah house. Okay. Adil Shah house is ADL. Okay. Now let's go to this lesson.
Kaun,
What is the
sir?
title of the lesson? Yes, title of this lesson is Who Did Patrick's Homework? And what we have studied is first. Who did Patrick's homework? And we have studied.
Who did Patrick?
Sir, voice is not clear.
See, voice is now. I think once I stop the video, I think voice will be clear. So what I'll do, I'll try to.
Sir, your voice is not clear, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, is it clear now? If
Yes,
I
sir.
stop the video, I think it will be clear. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Now the title of this lesson is Who Did Patrick's Homework? And we have studied.
Sir, your voice is not clear, sir.
Sir, clear, sir.
That may be the problem with some boys.
Sir, not clear, sir.
Okay, that
Sir,
may be the
not-
problem because of the network
Not
there.
clear, sir.
Okay, don't worry. See here.
Sir, who is the
Yes.
master of Adil house, sir?
Sir, please
Yes.
mute all, sir. Then voice is clear, sir.
See
Who
here.
is the master of Adil house, sir? Voice breaking.
Okay. Right. Okay. Now I'll go ahead with this story. See, there may be some problem with network of some of the boys, and if you are not been able to see anything,
Sir, your voice is not clear, sir.
why again you are able to speak now? I'm just trying to mute everybody.
Your voice is clear.
See, for some my voice is clear. For some others it is not clear. That means the problem is with you, who is there in your place.
Yes,
So
sir,
it is
it is
not a
clear.
problem from
Sir,
me.
it is clear, sir.
It is clear, no? That may be the.
Tell everyone to clear, sir.
Okay, all of
Sir,
you keep
mute
quiet
everyone.
till the time I don't ask you the questions. You don't say
Clear,
anything.
sir.
Okay?
Everyone.
See,
Sir, it is crystal.
so though I'm even yeah, I'm just trying. Okay, I'm just trying to admit some boys. Okay, right. Yes, you all of you join in time so that we can just carry on with that. Will not be okay. The title of this story is "Who Did Patrick's Homework?" And remember, if you have not been able to attend this, then what you can do? You can watch the videos. See, every teacher, all the teachers, they have their YouTube channels. Okay, you can subscribe those YouTube channels, and if you have missed a particular lesson, you can go back to that because we are recording and then we are uploading in our YouTube channels. Yes, and then
Sir,
you
what is
can
your YouTube channel?
yes.
What is your YouTube channel, sir?
See what I'll do. What I will do? I will if you go to ssbj.in, if you
सर
go to
आपका
ssbj.
YouTube चैनल क्या है?
नहीं वही बात कर रहा हूँ मैं अभी देखो वो अभी YouTube चैनल को मैं क्या करूँगा
Sir, your
Why
voice
it is
is
breaking,
breaking, sir.
sir?
दूंगा मैं
Your voice is breaking.
हाँ so I will put it there in that particular group okay so if it is there in the group then okay I'll give the link then you can join there in that particular yes for that you can join so don't worry about that you belong to कौन सा क्लास में
Okay, sir.
ए बी सी
Sir,
कौन सा क्लास में हाँ यस राइट not only English. They go, if you may have missed a science class, if you have missed any other class, in that case, what
sir,
you can do?
Why is it breaking, sir?
See, there is a
Sir.
problem with only one boy who has been repeatedly
your
telling,
voice is breaking.
you are the only one who is telling, not others. Okay, so there is some problem with,
नहीं दे रहा है.
right. Okay, it's 1 minute. I think there's some problem with your date.
Sir, please mute everyone, sir.
No, even if after doing that also again, I don't know what is the problem here. I'm just trying that only. Mute all options. Okay, mute all. Right. Mute all. Right. Right. Okay. Yes. The title of this, see some problem with here network. Uh, okay. It's a mute all. Okay. I think,
Sir, what is your YouTube channel, sir?
see, I'll just give the link of that in the group. Okay, C class, I'll give that in the, so there's no problem. I think here you can see here. I think somebody has shared that, so you can
Sir,
give that.
15 minutes passed.
Right. Yes, see some boy is there telling, right. Somebody is trying for
Sir, what
20
is
years.
your YouTube channel, sir?
See, I will share in the group. Don't worry about that.
What is
Okay.
your YouTube channel, sir?
See, I'll share in the group.
सर
Then you
15
can
मिनट
see
ऐसे ही
that.
बीत गया सर
And
सबको
if you
म्यूट
have
कर दिया
missed anything, you can watch all that. So we have seen yesterday about Patrick. Then we have yes seen about Elf. Yes, we have been introduced to both these characters. And here you can see a boy
Yes, sir.
named Patrick.
Voice is
Then there
not
is
clear.
a elf. This elf wanted to escape from the cat. And what has happened? He has caught this elf. He thought that this tiny one is a doll. When he thought that it's a tiny one is a doll, later he finds that it's a tiny man. And this tiny man who has a magical power is Elf. So this cat was playing with this tiny man. Probably he was very much afraid that yes, what will happen? Yes, the cat was very much afraid of whom? The cat was very much afraid of this elf. Okay. Who was afraid? Cat was afraid or elf was afraid? Elf was afraid of this cat and
Sir,
elf
your voice
requests
is not clear, sir.
uh, elf
Why is it
requests
breaking,
Patrick.
sir?
Yes,
Not
elf
clear.
requests Patrick. Elf requests
Why is it
Patrick
breaking, sir?
Your
not
voice
to
is
yes, not to
breaking.
hand over to whom?
It's
Not
breaking.
to hand over to that cat. Okay, so far we have seen that, and what he was wearing, who was wearing, elf was wearing. What he was having? He's having a very tall hat. Then he has a trousers. Yes, can you see your old-fashioned trousers he has got? So high, tall hat, just like that of a beach. Yes, and this man of very tiny size, he says that I'll grant you a wish, but you don't give me back to that cat, and I am giving you that promise. So he has given that promise. Then Patrick couldn't believe that how lucky he was, because Patrick found that homework was very boring, it was not interesting at all, and therefore he never wanted to do homework. And here was a person with a magical power. Here was a person who was a magical power, and what he was trying? He was trying to what? He was trying to escape from the cat. Just a minute. Some of them they are joining very late. Don't join late. You join in time. Right. So here there was an opportunity for him. There was an opportunity for Patrick now, because here was a man who was requesting him not to hand over to the cat, and he was ready to give a promise that
Sir, voice is not clear,
then
sir.
he will. So I will grant you a wish. कुछ yes, you want me to explain in Hindi? Okay, some boys want me to explain in Hindi. I'll explain. Don't worry. बाद में मैं हिंदी में बोल देता हूँ, जो भी है. पर at the beginning, I will yes use English language. जब भी समझ में नहीं आता, तभी मैं हिंदी में बात करता हूँ. ये जो स्टोरी है बहुत
What is the
इंटरेस्टिंग
meaning
स्टोरी
of
है.
hamper, sir?
हाँ यस yes tell.
What is
What
what
is
is the meaning of hamper, sir?
what is meaning of hamper? Hamper का मतलब है, देखो, basket. Okay, hamper, basket. That is what is the meaning there.
Yes, sir.
Now here, this little man was worried a lot. Who was worried a lot? Who was worried a lot? Elf was worried a lot. Now when you throw
Elf.
the clothes,
Elf.
yes, there in the hamper, in the basket, when you throw the
सर
clothes,
अच्छे से
how
सुनाई नहीं दे
folded
रहा
they
है
will
सर,
be.
कटकट आ
Similar
रही है
kind of
सर.
fold one can see on the where one can see there on his forehead.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
So on whose forehead
Yes,
one can
sir.
see.
Sir, your voice,
See,
yes, sir,
see
your voice is
Sir, voice
breaking.
is breaking, sir.
if voice is breaking, what
Sir,
Yes,
what
happened?
sir.
is the meaning of
Sir,
Sir, voice is breaking, sir.
breaking,
voice?
sir. Sir,
Please
voice
mute
is
all,
breaking.
sir.
Sir, voice is
Voice
breaking, sir. Sir,
See,
voice
if it
is
was
breaking.
breaking,
Sir, your voice, sir.
see, I
Sir,
told
please
you
mute all,
when you use.
sir.
Mute
Then
everyone,
voice
sir.
we can
Half
hear
period
you.
has been gone in this only, sir. Please mute everyone.
Some boys they just want to disturb. I think.
Sir, please
Hello.
unmute
Yes.
everyone.
See, okay.
Sir, lock all our
Lock
mic,
all.
sir.
Yes. What?
Then
Lock
we
all.
can't sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
voice is breaking, sir.
Sir, voice is not clear. Sir, you
See here, I'm getting the message that we may not be able to complete your request at the time because we are currently having problems connecting to the network. Okay, so there is some problem with the network. I'll just try to come out. Okay. Uh, uh, Now signal problem is sir. Okay, some problem with signal. Yes, internet problem. No, huh? No, sir. There slow ಆಗಿದೆ. So the it little bit. I think it's internet problem is there. Oh, okay, don't worry about that. Okay, now I think it's okay. Now it's fine. Okay, now you are able to hear me? Yes,
Sir,
boys.
your voice is breaking, sir.
One
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir.
we can hear you, sir.
video
Yes,
off
sir.
करिए. Okay.
Yes, sir, we
हाँ,
can
video
hear
off
you.
ಮಾಡಿ.
Sir, your voice is
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Hear you, sir.
We can hear you, sir.
Should put on the sir, now your voice is clear, sir.
We can hear you, sir.
But ಇನ್ನು ಮಾತಾಡಿ. ಬರಲ್ಲ ಹೌದಾ ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ರೈಟ್ ಓಕೆ yes boys right now I will carry on with this story yes again network problem we're having problem with network ನೆಟ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ ಓಕೆ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಈಗ ಹೌದಾ ಬಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸಮ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಎಸ್ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್ ಹುಡುಗರಿಗೆ ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿ ನಾನು ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಏನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ on mute okay right okay okay now yes I'm quite happy okay now let's go to the story now and let us discuss about this story I'll just share that screen and then I'll just yes okay right yes here is an elf who has a magical power and this elf now what he gives a promise he says that he will do the homework and he will do the homework of whom he will do the homework of voice is not clear still okay still voice is I think it's I can right just a minute some of them okay okay right so here you see what is he wearing he's wearing breeches and he's wearing hat and this man wanted to escape from where he wanted to escape from the cat now when he wanted to escape from the cat then what does he do there yes then probably he starts running and then when Patrick says that there was a doll he catches whom he catches that tiny man and that was elf who had a magical power so elf had a magical power this elf had a magical power and what magical power he had so he can give the grant I mean he can grant somebody a wish and he can follow that so he says I'll do all your homework you need not worry about that so he says you need not worry about the homework so Patrick couldn't believe how lucky he was very very fortunate so Patrick was very fortunate because there was somebody who was ready to do his homework so your teachers they go on giving you homework, isn't it? And sometimes you find it very very boring. But most almost all of you were telling that you enjoy doing homework, and you learn a lot when you do the homework. So he said only if you do all my homework till the end of the semester. So till the end of the term, if you do the homework, yes, then there's no problem at all. So that is what, yes, he says. And we have completed even the fourth paragraph also so here his face turned like that of a what like that of a dishcloth which is thrown there in the hamper which is thrown there in the basket so he was worried a lot then because of that anxiety because of that worry he starts kicking his legs yes just all right. So who starts kicking the legs? Yes, Elf starts kicking the legs. Then he doubled his face. Then he grimaced and scowled and pursed his lips. So grimaced, the kind of facial expression, yes, where you're worried a lot, and then scowled, you are very angry, and then pursed, you press your lips. So it's all out of anger. You do all that, and worries when you do all that for that sake. Yes. So he says, "Oh, I'm cursed. Am I cursed?" So he says, "Am I cursed?" Okay, now let us move on to the next one. Next paragraph, that is here. And true to his word, and true to his word, yes, that little elf began to do Patrick's homework. So who started doing? Yes, that little elf started doing the Patrick's homework. He started doing Patrick's homework. Except there was one glitch. There was one problem. And what was the problem there? What was a glitch there? Glitch means what? Problem there. So what was the problem there? The elf didn't always know what to do. See here, elf was ready to do the homework. And when elf was ready to do the homework, yes. So there was some problem. There was a glitch. So glitch refers to what? Glitch refers to problem, or if there's a fault there in the machine. Yes, that is what glitch means. So problem, mechanical fault, that can also mean glitch. But here, what does he say? There was a problem. What was the problem? That elf didn't always know what to do. It was not that elf was very much educated. Elf was not educated. He did not know what to do. And he needed somebody else's help. And that's why Elf requests whom? Elf requests Patrick to help him. Help me, help me. And when he goes on requesting, yes, when he goes on requesting, then Patrick would have to help in whatever way he could do that. So whatever way it was possible, then he was ready to help him. I don't know this word. The elf squeaked while reading Patrick's homework. Okay, some boys waiting in the lobby. Right. They have been admitted now. Right. We'll carry on with this lesson. So I don't know this word. The elf squeaked. So squeaking is what? This elf, it's not natural voice with what he's speaking. Like a mouse, small, tiny man here. So like a mouse squeaked. He made a sound. I don't know this word. So he says, I don't know this word. So Patrick had to refer to the dictionary. So the elf squeaked while reading Patrick's homework. Get me a dictionary. No, what's even better? Look up the word. You only refer the word. You refer the word, you tell the meaning and sound it out by each letter. So each letter, so you tell the every letter of that particular word. So the elf made Patrick to work. So Patrick had to work now. Patrick had to find the meanings of the words in the dictionary. So we'll move on to the next paragraph. When it came to maths, Patrick was out of luck. Patrick was finding himself unlucky when it came to maths. What are times tables? The elf shrieked. The elf cried out. The elf shouted. So here the elf says, what are times tables? Like tables in maths. So he was not aware of those tables. So here we elves never need that. So elves, they need not refer to all that. Yes, and addition and subtraction, division and fractions. That is not necessary. For fairies, it is not necessary. For elves, it is not necessary. Doing addition because they are living there in supernatural world, and we are there in totally different kind of world. Yes, so we are there on the earth. Whereas elf, fairies, all these are all from heaven. So these are the creatures, heavenly creatures. So for them, addition is not required, subtraction is not required. They are not leading the life the way we are leading the life. So here, Patrick says, here, sit down beside me, sit down next to me, beside me, by my side, by my side. Beside me is what? By my side, you sit. You simply must guide me. So here you see, Patrick had to go through the books. Patrick had to guide whom? Patrick had to guide Yes.
Sir, please
And
tell some Hindi.
yes.
Please
Yes.
tell some Hindi, sir.
हिंदी ओके, हिंदी में बोल दूंगा। अभी इसमें जो एल्फ है उस उसको बहुत ही मैजिकल उसमें मैजिकल पावर है और उसने प्रॉमिस दिया था। किसको प्रॉमिस किया था? पैट्रिक को। कि ये जो बिल्ली है, इफ आई एस्केप फ्रॉम बिल्ली, बिल्ली ही वांटेड टू गेट रिड ऑफ बिल्ली। somebody is trying to yes राइट। बिल्ली से भागने के लिए उसने क्या किया? पैट्रिक को बोला मैं एक जो मैं विश ग्रांट करता हूं। एंड पैट्रिक वाज वेटिंग फॉर somebody टू डू हिज होमवर्क। एंड पैट्रिक और एल्फ पैट्रिक होमवर्क करने को शुरू कर देता है। पर एल्फ बोलता है कि मुझे तो सब कुछ नहीं आता। और एल्फ कहाँ रहते हैं? अर्थ पे नहीं रहते, वो तो स्वर्ग में रहते हैं। जैसे परी के बारे में सुना है ना, जो मेल कैरेक्टर होता है वो उसको एल्फ बोलते हैं। वो एल्फ जो बोल रहा था, यस, एल्फ एल्फ जो बोला कि मुझे तो कुछ नहीं आता, मैं तो अर्थली क्रीचर नहीं हूं। तो हर जो सब्जेक्ट है वो सब्जेक्ट के डाउट्स जो है वो एल्फ पूछ रहा था। तो मैथ्स वो सॉल्व करने लगा, पैट्रिक करने लगा। तो होमवर्क कौन कर रहा था? एल्फ कर रहा था क्या? पैट्रिक कर रहा था। पैट्रिक डिक्शनरी रेफर कर रहा था, हर वर्ड का मीनिंग बोल रहा था, हर लेटर्स सीख रहा था। So Patrick was learning a lot. He was doing addition, he was doing subtraction. अभी मैथ्स में एडिशन आता है, सब्ट्रैक्शन आता है ना, मल्टीप्लिकेशन आता है, डिवीजन आता है। वो सब कौन कर रहा था? एल्फ नहीं कर रहा था, पैट्रिक कर रहा था। सो हु वाज वर्किंग हार्ड? पैट्रिक वाज वर्किंग वेरी हार्ड। यस, पैट्रिक वाज वर्किंग वेरी हार्ड। ओके,
स्क्रीन नहीं आ रहा सर।
स्क्रीन नहीं आ रहा। ओके फाइन, आई विल शेयर वंस अगेन। सो see See, somebody is trying to share, yes, something, and that is the reason. Okay, now I think, yes, can you see the screen now? I think, okay, now, no problem. Okay, right. Yes, okay, fine. Now you can see that, right? Don't worry about this in case if you have missed something, yes, you can go see that in the website itself, in the channel, right? Okay, so can you see here? What Patrick is doing here? Can you see the picture? Who is here? Elf is there. Now, see, some boys are saying that I should tell in English. Some are saying that I should tell in Hindi. Okay, don't worry. So, can you see here? Elf. Elf says, मैं तो हेवन से हूँ, मुझे तो कुछ नहीं आता। तो who is working a lot? Here, Patrick has started working a lot. बहुत लेजी था ना। What he was interested in? He was interested only in playing games. हॉकी खेलना चाहता था, बैडमिंटन खेलना चाहता था, वीडियो गेम भी खेलता था। क्या नाम है वीडियो गेम का? निंटेंडो। ही लाइक टू डू ऑल दैट, बट ही नेवर लाइक टू डू होमवर्क। और टीचर्स बोलते थे, अरे कुछ सीखेगा नहीं तू, यू वोंट लर्न अ लॉट, यू वोंट लर्न एनीथिंग। सो इफ यू वांट टू लर्न एनीथिंग, यस, देन व्हाट, यू हैव टू डू योर होमवर्क। और वो तो नहीं चाहता था होमवर्क करने के लिए। So since he was not interested to do homework, then what? He never did his homework. अभी एल्फ आ गया और एल्फ ने बोला डोंट वरी। सो दो ही वॉज वरीड एट द बिगिनिंग, एल्फ, यस, एल्फ starts doing the homework. But in reality, is it Elf who is doing the homework or it's a Patrick who is doing the homework? So we'll move on to the next one now. So you can see this picture, right? So here, so he was doing addition, subtraction. So he was doing what? He was referring to dictionary. So he was studying English. He was doing addition, subtraction. That means he was solving mathematical problems. So here, sit down beside me, by my side, and you go on guiding me. So only writing part probably the elf was doing. And elf says, elves know nothing of human history. जो इतिहास में हो गया है एल्फ को मालूम नहीं है। टू देम इट्स अ मिस्ट्री, वो तो रहस्यमय है। जो इतिहास है वो बहुत ही रहस्यमय है। पहले क्या हो गया, एल्फ को कुछ मालूम नहीं है, वो तो अर्थ पे नहीं रहते. Where are they? They are there in the heaven. They are all heavenly creatures. So the little elf, already a shouter, so it went on shouting, shouting, just got louder. So he started saying loudly. And what did he say? Go to the library. I need books. You go to the library, refer to the books. Yes, refer to the books. Go to the library, more and more books. So he was referring to more and more books. बहुत से बुक को वो रेफर कर रहा था. So who was referring more and more books? It's a it's Patrick, isn't it? Not Elf, but Patrick was referring to the books. I need books, more and more books, and you can help me read them too. So you have to read all those books and you have to help me all that. So, as a matter of fact, every day, in every way, that little elf was a nag. So that a little elf was a nuisance. Who was a nuisance? That little elf was nuisance. So he was becoming nag. Nag means what? Nuisance. He was becoming trouble. So he was troubling whom? He was troubling Patrick. So Patrick was referring to the dictionary. He was learning a lot. Then he was doing addition, subtraction. So he was learning mathematics and he was studying history. He was referring to number of books in the library. And Patrick started working harder than ever. See here, harder is a comparative degree. What is positive form of harder? Hard. Hard, harder, hardest. Hard, harder, hardest. Okay. And was it a drag? So he was dragging all that. He was staying up nights. So night also he was working. Had never felt so weary. He never felt so tired. Was going to school with his eyes puffed. So eyes, do you know? They were all puffed. They were bleary. So they were all what? They were bulged a little bit. And he was feeling very tired and all. So anyway, whatever we have seen, we'll stop here and you can ask in case if you have got any doubts. Okay. Right. So yes. So I will just unmute all. Unmute all. Yes. Now you can tell me.
Sir, what is the meaning of nag?
Right.
What is the meaning of nag?
So as we know,
What is the homework?
okay, you don't worry about that. In case if you have
What is
missed,
the meaning of homework? Sir,
homework
what
is
is the
whatever
homework?
you studied today. That's
Sir, what is
homework.
the meaning
So
of the homework?
we have seen another three paragraphs. So you have to write on those three paragraphs. Okay, whatever you have studied, you
Okay.
write on that. Read that again. You can become Patrick. Don't worry about that. All of you can become Patrick and write on that. So Patrick never like to do homework, but I'm quite sure
Sir,
that all
what
of you
is
like
the
to do
meaning
homework.
of puffed, sir?
Huh? Yes.
What is the meaning of puffed, sir?
Puffed. See, eyes way puffed. So what has happened? He has not been able to sleep at night. Since he has not been able to sleep, see some problem there? Yes, can you hear me?
Yes,
He was
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
See,
Clearly, sir.